Roger Ebert, who was otherwise a fan of Russ Meyer, dismissed this film and the one that came directly after, Good Morning and Goodbye, as soap operas whipped up to display voluptuous actresses. I fail to see how that's a problem. Moreover, I agree with Russ's biographer, Jimmy McDonough. These two films are among Meyer's most entertaining thanks to the acidic wordplay of Jack Moran. And if you also think that it's fun to spend time with venom-tongued, hateful women with deep cleavage, then you just might agree with us. Welcome to Exploitation Reviews, and me, Rob, and today I'm taking a look at Common Law Cabin from 1967. This film was supposed to have been called How Much Lovin' Does a Normal Couple Need, but that title was too long to fit on theater marquees, so it was changed. But you can still see that original title in the movie, and they just clumsily put Common Law Cabin over top of it. So let's see what's going on in this underappreciated Russ Meyer effort. We open with a narrator who sounds a lot like Bernie Sanders talking about rivers.
Where does a river begin?
You know, I think that really is Bernie Sanders. Eventually, we run up on a run-down shack and meet the shack's owner, Dewey. That's Jack Moran, the writer of this fine picture show. He was also the writer of Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, which easily makes him the best writer Russ ever worked with. His only real competition in this regard is Roger Ebert. This place is supposed to be a dude ranch, a kind of vacation resort that provides entertainment to people, and it's not doing very well. Funny side story, Russ wanted to film this in Hawaii, but decided that would be too expensive, so instead he shot it here on a muddy riverbank. The Hawaiian decorations were supposed to be for the original location. Here they make the place look even more pathetic, which I think is actually a nice, happy accident.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
The entertainment that this place provides comes in two forms. Both of those forms are female, Dewey's wife and his daughter from a previous marriage. The daughter dances, the wife runs around topless and screaming and then jumps in the river. Unsurprisingly, this place doesn't attract too many customers on its own merits. So Dewey pays this local drunk to sucker people into coming. The suckers of our story include a mysterious man with mysterious money, a doctor, and his wife Sheila, played by the lovely Alaina Capri. We last saw her on the channel in Good Morning and Goodbye. She's just as narcissistic and cruel here as she was in that film. Her sharp tongue is the main reason to watch this film. Well, her tongue is one of the reasons to watch this film. She does have a few other reasons. Upon arrival, the guests are treated to a dance from Dewey's daughter. This dance excites Dewey himself. Gross. Don't look to Russ Meyer films, particularly Russ Meyer films from this era, for models of proper human behavior. Dewey explains that she looks exactly like his former, now dead wife, so that's what's going on. It's more that she dregs up these old memories, not that he wants to his daughter. But the more he drinks, the harder it is to remember who is who. The mysterious man with the mysterious money offers to buy the place, but it ain't for sale. But he ain't done scheming for it, so he pays the boat driver to disappear for 48 hours. Sheila runs off and gets up to no good with that mystery man, which causes her husband to contemplate suicide. Oh, her husband, by the way, is played by John Furlong. We last saw him as the main character in Russ Meyer's Mudhoney. And apparently this roll in the sand with Sheila was not enough for a mysterious man. He goes skinny dipping with Babette, and when she doesn't want to be bought, he says what he can't buy, he takes. Yeah, like I said, this isn't a film for proper human behavior. Bernie Sanders comes on the radio again and informs us that Lawrence Talbot is still missing. Apparently, he's heir to $40 million. But where could he be? Well, wouldn't you know it, he's here at the resort. So, what's going on with this mysterious man and his mysterious money? What will happen with these strained marriages, both Dewey's marriage and Sheila's? Will this incestuous story go anywhere? Will the heir to the fortune play a role? Well, there's certainly quite a lot of psychodrama left, and not everyone is going to come out of this thing being okay, but that's enough out of me as far as plot goes. Let's talk some highlights. Neither this movie nor the next one, Good Morning and Goodbye, are well loved by critics or fans, and honestly, I'm not sure why. The dialogue in both of these movies is every bit as bombastic and entertaining as Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, and people rightfully love that movie, so what's going on?
Does everything you say mean something else?
Well, it's not what people say that's important. It's what they do.
What do you do, sir?
mind my own business.
Perhaps, like Roger Ebert, people dismiss these movies as bikini-clad, bombastic soap operas, but again, I don't see how that's a bad thing. A hate-filled soap opera with over-the-top dialogue and over-the-top, tops? That sounds fun to me. Maybe the detractors were distracted by Alaina Capri in that bikini and forgot to listen to the hilarious words coming out of her mouth. That I could believe, if not understand. Admittedly, the first time I watched this, I didn't like it very much either. It took me a few viewings to really appreciate how entertaining this film is. Once you accept that bikinis will be covering some of the skin you might want to see, you can concentrate on what makes this film great. Jack Moran's writing. Maybe people don't realize it's a comedy. Is it too subtle? Is that even something you can say about a Russ Meyer film? I don't know. I don't understand how you can hear something like,
"You have got a mind, a real gutter brain."
I only say what you think, so you'll hear how lousy it sounds.
and not think it's funny. And the fact that we get to hear all of these outrageous lines delivered by people in or next to beautiful people in bikinis, well, how could that not be entertaining? And yet, I suppose, the film is not perfect. Like a sleazy man rolling around in the muddy sand with Alaina Capri, it has some shortcomings. Well, if you're looking for nudity, you're in the wrong place. This is 1967. Local censorship boards are still operating in the US, and if you wanted movies in normal theaters, you had to deal with them. I mean, during this period, Russ did make films with lots of nudity, like Mondo Topless, which could play in drive-ins and grindhouses, but Russ also wanted to be in respectable locations, so he had to be careful. This is him being careful. Next year, 1968, the Hays Code will be officially dead and replaced by the movie rating system that we have today. And Russ will release Vixen, one of the very first films to be released with an X rating. From that point on, Russ will no longer have to be careful, but that's next year. This is still 1967, and Alaina Capri will keep that bikini on. And yeah, I do agree that that's kind of sad.
Must you pant? It's an animal trait.